Mahishasura heard about this new goddess and sent his emissaries. His messengers returned with a proposition: surrender or become his queen, because of course he did. Durga smiled and sent back a message: I will only marry a man who can defeat me in a battle. The war that followed was epic in the truest sense. Mahishasura sent his generals one by one: Chikshura, Chamara, Udagra, Mahahanu, each with millions of soldiers. Each was destroyed. The Devi Mahatmyam describes her battle cry as so thunderous it shook the three worlds. She fought on her lion, her weapons blazing, creating more fierce warrior goddesses, the Matrikas, directly from her own body to assist her. Even as his armies fell, Mahishasura kept changing form. This is the buffalo demon's key power: Maya, illusion, shape-shifting. He became a lion, then a man with a sword, and then an elephant, then back to his buffalo form. He charged at her, shaking the earth, the mountains, crumbling under his hooves. And this is where the iconography of Mahishasur Mardini freezes a single moment. The goddess, foot on the buffalo's neck, trident piercing his chest, as the demon in half-human form emerges from the buffalo's body. His final transformation, his last attempt to survive. She holds him there. She does not let him complete the shift. With one strike of her sword, she ends it. The demon who conquered heaven is slain by a woman he dismissed. The gods returned to their thrones. The rains came back. The fires were relit, and in the sky flowers fell, Pushpavarsha, a rain of blossoms. As all of creation celebrated, the Devi Mahatmyam ends with the goddess making a promise. In every age, when the world is threatened, I will return. Here is where mythology becomes philosophy. Mahisha means buffalo. But in Vedantic and Tantric interpretation, the buffalo is a symbol of tamas, a quality of inertia, dullness, heaviness, ignorance. The demon is not just an external enemy. He is the internal one. Mahishasura represents the ego that cannot be destroyed by logic, or compassion, or even by renunciation. He can only be destroyed by Shakti, by pure, awakened, active energy. And notice, Mahishasura's fundamental flaw was not cruelty. It was the contempt born of blindness. He could not see a woman as a threat, which meant he could not see reality clearly. His arrogance was his ignorance. And ignorance in Hindu philosophy is the real demon, the one that causes all suffering. The goddess in this reading is not just a deity who shows up to fight. She is the consciousness itself, becoming active. She is the universe waking up to defend itself. Scholars like Wendy Doniger and David Kinsley have traced the Durga myth to multiple converging sources. The Devi Mahatmyam, embedded in the Markandeya Puran, is dated to roughly the 5th to 6th century, though the oral tradition it encodes are almost certainly older. Some scholars see in the buffalo demon a memory of ancient conflicts between agricultural communities who may have had the buffalo deity cults and expanding Vedic order. The goddess who absorbs and then defeats the buffalo may encode a real process of cultural synthesis. What's remarkable is how local goddess traditions, many of them non-Vedic, tribal Shakta, traditions from the subcontinent's indigenous cultures, were woven into a pan-Indian narrative. The goddess is given weapons by the Vedic gods, but she already exists before they create her. She is not their creation, they simply make her visible. This is a story of synthesis. The Shakta tradition is asserting that before Brahma, before Vishnu, before Shiva, there was she. And then there is Bengal, Amar Shonar Bangla, where this myth lives not in text alone but in clay, in sound, in smell. Durga Puja, the festival that stretches across 5 days every autumn, is the largest outdoor arts festival in the world. Millions of pandals are built in every city, town, and village. Artists spend months crafting the goddess in clay. Kumor craftsmen in Kumortuli giving form to her face with riverbed clay and straw. In the Bengali tradition, Durga does not come alone. She arrives with her 4 children: Lakshmi, abundance; Saraswati, wisdom; Kartik, valor; and Ganesh, auspicious beginning. She comes as a daughter, returning home to her parents. And on Dashami, the 10th day, amidst tears and the cry of Asche, bochor, abar, hobe, she will come again next year. Her idol is carried to the river and immersed. Bisarjan, or immersion. The goddess returns to the water, the source. It is one of the most emotionally complex rituals in the world, celebrating a warrior goddess by mourning her departure, finding joy in annual impermanence. No discussion of this goddess is complete without talking about Aigiri Nandini, the Mahishasur Mardini Strotam. This hymn, attributed to Adi Shankaracharya, though its exact origin is debated, is 21 verses of breathtaking rhythmic Sanskrit. It is structured in a meter called Stragdhara, a galloping, thundering beat that mimics the sound of battle, of hooves on earth, of divine weapons striking. When you hear it, especially the version popularized by All India Radio and later made famous through the countless devotional albums, it is genuinely unlike anything else in devotional music. It sounds like war and a lullaby at the same time. It sounds like the universe at full volume. The opening line, Aigiri Nandini Nandita Medini Vishva Vinodini Nandanute, translates roughly as, O daughter of the mountain, you who rejoice the world, you who delight the universe, we praise you. The Strotam recounts the battle, praises her weapons, her eyes, her terrible power, and her grace, often in the same breath. She is fearsome. She is a mother. She is a destroyer. And she is joy. This is not contradiction. In Shakta theology, it is the whole truth. We live in a world that produces Mahishasuras regularly, forces that seem invincible, that have gamed every system, that hold the 3 worlds hostage to their ego. And every time the Devi Mahatmyam seems to say, the gods within you are not enough on their own. Logic won't fix it. Compassion alone won't fix it. Even transcendence won't fix it. Sometimes creation needs to wake up completely, to channel every form of energy into a single, fierce, clear-eyed force. Not rage without wisdom, not power without compassion, but all of it together riding a lion, holding a trident, with a foot on the neck of what must be destroyed. Joy Ma, Durga Durga.